Hey everybody, it's WHM Brick Bros here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you my latest mock. And it's also part of like a mock contest that I'm participating in. But this latest little micro scale Hoth MOC. And as you may see, it's pretty small, not very big, as you can see. So you've got your AT-AT, and then I built a little snow speeder. But first of all, let's get into what I'm doing with this. There's this cool Lego YouTuber called Republic Studs, and he's doing a mock contest for this the month of December, called #StudsBrickmas 2021, and I am making this mock to participate in that, but I am going to show it to you here on the channel. I'll link his channel in the description below. I'll link the video where he talks about all the rules. He has 2 other ways you can participate in this contest, and if you want to go check that out, head on over to his channel. I'll link it right down there. And he's got a cool channel. He does mostly Star Wars. But, you know, he'll occasionally do some other things on the channel. But he basically is doing a mock contest. I think he's doing a charity contest, and then he's doing another contest with Rakuten, which is a company. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I haven't really done anything with it. But if you want to go over and check him out, go ahead and do that right now. But without further ado, let's get into showing you how I kind of built this and how this works. So just to start off, I've got my snow speeder, this little tiny thingy, you know, not too impressive, not what I'm very proud of, and then I've got this AT-AT, which is kind of like a behemoth. It's really big. It's kind of hard to get in position just because of the way it's built. It's not really meant to be positioned too much, which is annoying. But as you can see, it's very small, and you may be wondering why. It's because I have very few white pieces, and just in general, I don't have a lot of like one color. So doing this is not easy. So I'm going to just kind of show you some of the techniques I use, because I thought it was pretty, because I kind of came up with these different ways that may help you build a mock in the future. I don't know. But first of all, this guy, he was a final thing, so I really didn't have any more white pieces. You know, I'm very limited on my white pieces. And that's what I decided to build, so it doesn't look the greatest, right? So that's just kind of like something. This AT-AT, my brother built, so I don't know a lot about it, but basically, it is an AT-AT. But aside from that, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not the most accurate. I don't love the eyes, but it gets the job done and gives you the point. So it looks really good just for this micro scale, which is hard to build on when it comes to vehicles. But that vehicle is huge, so it kind of works. So you'll notice that you may be looking at this. There are some like big blocks here. And this actually didn't take me very long to build. But if you go to the bottom, it's all built on a 16 by 16 plate. And these are just pieces around the edges that just kind of are meant to make it look a little better. Sorry, this is a little off. I never know how to... But on the sides, you'll notice that I've just put this piece in. And so what this piece is here, it's just a Technic beam with some nice tiling off on the sides, because I wish I had black, and I would have surrounded the entire thing with black, but I don't. So I just wanted to make the sides a little nicer. And then I added this on the back just so I could, if I ever wanted to, I can like add more to this. And just, you know, just as something, maybe something that I'll do in the future, maybe make like this big, like, micro scale model of Hoth, just because that might be kind of cool. If I get some more white, but first of all, these things can just pop off. So if you take those off, you'll notice inside here, this kind of weird thing. And you may be wondering, what did I do here? Well, since I'm very limited on my white pieces, all of these come off. And there's a bunch of different sections here. And what I've done here is, if you can pop this entire thing off, just like so. And there's a layer of, this is like tan 1x2s with the 2 studs on them, as you can see right there. And then I've taken rows of these window, or not window, like, I don't know what you call them, but they're kind of like what you might use on like a building or something, just to get like a decoration. What I've done is I've stuck them on their sides, and they create a really nice look. And it was not easy. It was hard to come up with this because I was trying to build along here like I have done here with the very limited amount of white pieces I had, and that just didn't work. And then I realized I had a ton of these. So what I've done here is I've built that up to a certain extent, but that wasn't far enough. So I added a brick, and that wasn't, and I had to be tiled off here, so I had to come up with 2 thin rows and then a flat row, which I had some flat tiles, not a lot, but enough to get the job done here. And then I ended up getting more so I could do these side pieces, but at the time, and so I just added like a dark gray, a light gray one, and then this is just like a little like extra snowbank, whatever. Just kind of like a little added detail just because I didn't really have it. And then this is just built regular. So I've got a snot piece here that just fits right in, and it actually is really well works, but the problem is I don't know if it's gonna go in. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna pop that out again. And this thing is just all built on one thing. It's all raised up to the height where it's all built on this 2x, I think it's 16, yeah, 2x16. And that goes in there after you just pop this in. So it just slides in. It like kind of just rests on the studs, like that. And then you put this on top, and it lines up perfectly. I was amazed at that I got this snot level just right. It's about a brick higher than, you know. And so I just kind of tiled it off, made it look nice, made it a little more interesting. But the problem with that is this is kind of boring. So we went along and we added some details. So this piece goes up here. It's just basically a 4x8 with just some like slopes hanging over the edges. I didn't have a lot of these, so I just added them in one spot. So it just kind of slowly slopes down. It's like 3x3 curve. That just goes right there. And then I just have like kind of like a little valley. There's some pieces here that's just lower down. It's not all perfect. And then another one of those on the other side. And I feel like that just creates a nice sloping effect of kind of Hoth. And just, you know, it slopes up into the mountains. And then these guys, again, these are just, you pop one of these off. You just have these little pieces that go in there. You should know what those are. So my original idea was, which I built this back at the, you know, maybe a week ago or so, just trying to come up with something for this MOC contest. I was going to build a giant, like a much bigger MOC, which would have been like more of a minifig scale of, like, from the Mandalorian, of the little forge that, you know, the Mandalorian has all his, like, armor forged in. I thought maybe that's a little easy. It wouldn't be too hard because, you know, I've got a decent amount of his tan color, which is kind of what it should be. But that turned out to be really a lot harder than I thought to get the curve, and I just couldn't get that, and I needed to order pieces, and I just wouldn't have come in time, so I just kind of gave up on that idea. And so now I've decided, I decided to do this to maybe like a mini micro scale MOC, and so with the help from my brother, we were able to come up with this. So there's your AT-AT pilot. You don't have to have them on there. And the AT-AT is pretty simple, not too complicated. The legs each come off. So this is like a separate piece. just like this. And then in here is just the main bulk of the body. Pretty simple design. There's just some, I think these are slanted. These things can move. Yeah, so these things move up and down. And so there, if you just put it like this. So again, this was not my design. This was my brother's, and he helped me do a lot of stuff on the channel. So that was helpful there. So and it's a nice design. I mean, not perfect, obviously, but you know, it gets the point through. So that's pretty much it for this MOC. And I will be submitting it to this MOC contest. So if you'd like to see more videos like this where I make little mini MOCs, I could definitely do it. Again, if you want to see more of this kind of content, I've got a lot of improvements to video, or to a bunch of different sets lately. And probably my most recent one was, I improved General Grievous' Starfighter. If you'd like to go check that out, I'll link some of those videos in the description below, and look forward to seeing, this right here. This is an AAT, Separatist battle tank, and it was probably the most, messed up set that Lego's ever made. One of the most inaccurate. Really not well done. So I picked this up a while ago. If you really want to see me improve this video will be coming out soon. And just to give you a little quick preview, you're going to get a little back compartment right here, folds down, and a much shorter cannon. So, without further ado, thanks for watching. This is Double HM Brick Bros. Signing off. If you like this video, please like the video, subscribe.